Hey guys, this is Nefarious411 and welcome to episode 91 of Regrowth. In the last episode, we were able to create this alveary and produce our very first larvae that we're going to be using with the genetic stuff. I haven't done anything since the last episode. I'm literally picking up where I left off. And I am going to run down here because of the fact that there is yet another liquid that we're going to have to produce. And that is going to require another incubator? Is that right? Yep, incubator. And that, I'm going to put that one right there because also, just like the one for the polymerizing bacteria and the enzymes, I need another one up here that uses the bacteria created by the wheat process. And I am going to go ahead and grab a basic mechanical pipe. There we go. And throw that right there, and that will start emptying into this incubator. And this incubator, we're going to put an extra thing. I don't have any extra frames. I'll have to create those later. But with this one, we are going to use blaze powder. So if I put blaze powder in here, there's not enough power. So that is kind of essential. There we go. Some ultimate cable, and this is creating what's called bacteria vector. So this is going to be used to basically inoculate the bees, or the larvae, I should say. So let's go ahead and grab a couple of stacks. Ooh, Essence of Blaze. Do I not have a farm for that? I swore I had a farm for Essence of Blaze, but maybe not. Alright, so let me go remedy that, and I also need to create another fancy sign so that I can label that one with blaze powder. I guess I need another drawer right here. It doesn't look like I have any decent 4-item drawers on me, so there we go. And I will go ahead and fill that guy up with some blaze powder. Make sure that we have enough to go around. And as soon as I come back, we'll go ahead and see how much of this bacteria vector we have. It does look like the blaze powder goes a long way, which is very good. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back, and I straightened out the issue with the other blaze powder. Apparently I didn't have any of the Essence of Blaze actually planted anywhere, so it's going to take a little bit to get a lot of blaze rods to create the powder, but this seems to be pretty efficient as it is. I can't remember how many I started out with, and then I added 7 more just a while ago, but it is completely full. So the next thing is to create an inoculator, and I'm just going to place this one right here. It's really ugly right there. Heck, I can create a cover or something like that to make it look like it was meant to be there. Or maybe I can't because of that sign right there. And I'll have to figure out something later. But I should be able to at least run back here, run some power to this guy. Probably gonna run it back here, just like so. And let's go ahead and grab a cover for this, just to make it look good-ish. And now we just need to get the bacteria vector over to this guy. This one, I might not create a tank in between. I don't think that's really necessary. So let's go ahead and just grab some basic mechanical pipes and run it straight over. I might have to do a little bit of rearrangement on this stuff later. Ugh, come on. Place it. There we go. But this should at least get us through this next part. So let's go ahead and pipe out some of that bacteria vector right in here. And you can see that the user interface is just about as complicated as the polymerizer, but this one is where we want to actually inoculate the larva or larvae. So let's just double check to see if we have any new abilities in here. I was kind of hoping for the industrial. Doesn't look like we have the industrial, but we should be able to at least inoculate like an imperial, which might be kind of interesting to try this out. And that is where the gene database comes into play. So let me go ahead and grab maybe an array, because I want to have multiple types of traits on this. So if I take this empty serum array, we should be able to come in here and say, I kind of wish I had fast production. That's something that we're going to have to work towards, is fast production. I want a shortest lifespan. That way they die off quickly. I guess I don't really need it to be shortest. Yeah. Let me just do a normal lifespan on this. I don't know if I can do that or not. Oh, I can. Cool. I need to get the fast production, and I'll probably do it in Imperial, and that'll give us the Royal Jelly. Fertility. Really don't need a lot of fertility. I could just do the maximum, and this will give me 4 drones per. Let me just do normal because I have a lot of extra drones in here. Temperature tolerance, I actually got both 5, which is a very good one. Basically, I ran, can't remember which one of these I did, but I ran it through the acclimatizer, yeah, that's it, and I was able to get the temperature, both 5, as well as the humidity tolerance, both 5 as well. So if I take a look at here, we have slower production, normal lifespan, imperial species, normal fertility, humidity, and temperature, both 5. And that's going to be pretty important once we get back out into like the wasteland biome, because of the fact that it's going to be pretty hot. I still haven't figured out what the cathameral is. Need to probably look that one up. Rain tolerance, I am going to say yes on that one. Flowers, I only have the 2 flowers. Jungle and snow. Well, that doesn't help much. Probably just leave that one alone. Pollination, don't know which direction to go on this, so I probably just keep it alone like that. Territory average, sure, why not? Effects, I kind of like the beatific effect. That's the one that essentially gives you the regeneration, so like why not? So let's go ahead and run this guy through the polymerizer, and we'll be able to get the 14 or 16 charges on this particular serum array, and as soon as I have that, I'll be back and we'll throw that into the inoculator. Alright, I am back, and after it has completely decimated my entire amount of raw DNA, I'm basically having to run through a lot of bees to get a little bit of DNA back. It has finally finished charging, or putting 16 charges into my Apiaris serum array. So probably don't want to do this too often because of the amount of DNA that is actually used. But the next step is to actually take one of these larvae with the serum, and it will start. Come on, will it start? Well, I got the animation. I thought this was going to light up, but maybe not. It could be just a random amount of time. I think it might take quite a while for it to actually inoculate the larvae with the all of the items, all of the effects or traits from this array. So this might take... Oh, there it is. There's the progress bar. Yeah, this is going to take an extremely long time. So while we're waiting on that, let's do the next step, at least set it up. And this is going to require yet another incubator, and kind of need this pipe to not connect to it. So let me see, can I make this to not connect? Is there any way to put something there without it getting in there? Any other block would it connect to? Non-tank wise? Well, I guess I could use a tank. Let's go ahead and grab a tank. Let's see if we can do this quickly. Just like that. And, well, I guess I can make it go out. There we go. And I still have a little bit left over. That is fine. I'll just put this up here. I am sure that I'm going to use it at some point. There we go. Cool. So if I put this other incubator, that won't connect, but I will need to have growth medium, and apparently I am completely out of that. So let's go ahead and throw this in there. Growth medium. Oh, I put enzymes in there. Why did I put enzymes in there? 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and throw the growth medium in there. I think I completely derped up on that one. Oh well. So as soon as this starts filling back up, I should be able to put growth medium in here. And this is going to be used to basically convert the larvae that's in here as soon as this progress bar finishes into an actual drone. But this is going to take quite a long time, unfortunately. So again, I am going to have to pause it here. But before I do that, let's talk a little bit about the other production. I've been off the other server for a little bit. I've already cleaned... Oh, yeah, I have a new room. Decided to create a room underneath where my alvearies are going to be. That way I can put all the pipes and everything underneath. And I just put it off of the main entrance right here. That way I can get to it easily. But one thing that I did notice is that this... just one set of the princess and the drone was able to produce like 3 stacks of the pollination clusters, or the pollen clusters, overnight, whereas the 4 apiaries that I have here, it was only able to do like 2. So the production is significantly increased in the alveary. And I don't even have a frame out here, so you can see that the frame housing is empty, but the production speed, so much better. So it's definitely worthwhile to get to this point if you're doing bee breeding, so that you can at least get the benefits of the productivity. So I am going to cut here. You can see that I placed another alveary right here, and this is going to be for... this one's my industrious, so this one's going to be for my imperial drones, because the 2 types of bees are creating the royal jelly and the pollen clusters that are needed to create these scented panelings. So that's basically my stopping point of being able to keep growing the alvearies out. But let me go ahead and wait for this to complete. It looks like there's a really cool animation effect on that. As soon as that's done, I will be right back. Alright, well, that took an extremely long period of time. I don't even remember how long it's been since I recorded last, but it finally just finished. Looks like pretty close to an hour or so, so that is pretty crazy. But I was able to get the imperial larvae with the temperature and humidity, both 5, flowers, tolerant flyer, things like that. I'm not sure if I can use the Bealyzer on this, but I'll go ahead and try, and it does look like I can. And has the special effect of Beatific, large territory. Not sure what the diurnal is, but it's not nocturnal or cave dwelling, unfortunately. I did get the cave dwelling afterwards. Do I have the cave dwelling? Doesn't look like it. I tried to put a rocky drone in here, but it doesn't look like it actually got the cave dwelling. If you hear any kind of noise in the background, that is because it is close to the 4th of July and people are shooting off fireworks in my neighborhood. It sounds like World War III outside, but I'm going to try to forge ahead anyways. So the very next step is to take the larvae and throw it in an incubator with some growth medium. And it does look like I forgot power, of course. Let's see. Power. Where are my power cables? Am I blind? Let me go ahead and create some ultimate power. There we go. Let's go ahead and run this, and this should... Oh, I guess that was almost immediate. All right, cool. So we have the Imperial drone now. Unfortunately, it's not a queen, and I am not exactly sure if this is going to cause any problems because of the fact that we need to be able to create a princess out of this. We might have some issues with losing some of our traits. I'm hoping not, but we'll go ahead and try this out. Let me go ahead and clean up my mess a little bit over here. There we go. And close this off just like so. And we got it. Cool. Let me clean up my inventory real quick because I have been playing around with different things, and I'll show you that here in a second. Let me go ahead and grab my Imperial drone. In this room, I basically tried to create a little system for pulling up frames, and you can see that I put the frame housing at the very bottom, and I have an insert pipe right there. Probably not really necessary, but I have a basic gate that checks for an empty inventory, and if it is, it sends a red pipe signal, and I ran red pipe wire all the way down here to this emerald gate, or this emerald transport pipe, and whenever it's a red pipe signal on, it'll do a single energy pulse, and the filter is a chocolate frame, which I put some chocolate frames in here, and it's able to pull that out. I have some diamond transport pipes so that only frames can go on the white side, and right here only frames can go green, and it puts a frame in there as soon as one is depleted. So if I do that, you can see the red pipe signal is on, and I had a single energy pulse to pull that out, and then it's able to go all the way up there, and bam, it has a frame, and then the gate basically turns that pipe signal off. Not entirely liking that. I think I have an alternative solution for that, but before we get into that, I need to figure out what to do with this Imperial drone. One option would be to take one of these Imperial queens, not an Imperial queen, but a princess. Do I have any extra princesses around here? Doesn't look like it. Might have to wait for a queen to die. One thing that I did notice, however, is that over a period of time, I don't know if this is going to be with the apiaries too, but with the alveary, I ended up getting an extra princess down here, which is kind of interesting. Obviously, I replaced the princess up here with the Imperial, but I ended up checking the chest earlier, and there was an extra princess in here, which was kind of interesting. I didn't realize that it could do that. Maybe it was a bug, a fluke, I have no idea. But I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab another apiary and pop it down right here maybe. Let me make sure that I have a pipe plug so that this other system doesn't interfere with it, just like so. And let's go ahead and throw the drone in there. We will need a princess to mate with this drone. There is a likelihood that we could accidentally lose some of the traits that we got on there. I don't know if there's a great way to do that. What I can do is go ahead and get rid of the drone. Let me change this one to an empty whitelist so it doesn't pull out. I guess I can just throw those back in. You could mate it with like one of the mundane, such as the forest, tropical, or something like that. But I think you have a higher risk of even losing your species. So I think it would be best if you start out with the appropriate type of species so that it doesn't mess up what you try to achieve, because this entire process took so incredibly long. The polymizer took forever. How many charges did that take? It only took one charge. So it did take like an hour though. Way too long to do that all over again just because you lost some stuff. Let's just wait for this guy to completely die off. Do I have any extra chocolate frames? I don't. 1, 2. There we go. Let's go ahead and throw some chocolate frames in here. And obviously there are other frames that can help kill the other bees off faster, such as the Oblivion frame. But in order to get that, we need a proven frame. And I think the only way to get proven frames is through villagers. And unfortunately, we don't have any villagers. We could create the villager egg, which is basically some runic altar recipe to create that. And that was one of the other quests that I had completed way over here. Oh, what do I have unlocked here? I created a centrifuge a long time ago. I am not sure why I just now got that reward. But that completed Chapter 5. Nice. Where was that? I think that may have been the encoding of the world? No. What the world embraces? No. Life of the world, that sounds about right. Yes, and over here you can see that I already created the spawn villager, but I needed that egg for one of these others. I think it was for the witch. So we'll need to create another, and maybe I can create a little villager farm, see if I can get any kind of forestry villagers. I think that would be kind of cool. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. The way we're going to get a little bit more production, however, I started looking at wikis and stuff like that, and there is the blocks that I didn't know what they were. We need to look at the electrical stimulator from Extra Bees. This one right here, because this one allows you to basically change without the use of frames, using electricity like RF power to do certain things such as increasing production, lifespan, mutation, territories, and things like that. And I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and try. So let's go ahead and create one of those electrical transmissions from Extra Bees. There we go. Looks like we need refined circuit boards and some gold ingots or nuggets. So let's go ahead and grab the gold nuggets. We've got plenty of those, 580,000. And the circuit, we need 2 refined circuits. So let's get that to craft. And while we're waiting on that, let me throw stuff on the floor. There we go. Let me run upstairs real quick and I can show you a couple of things that I did with the alvearies up here. Obviously I created the lighting, and this allows the bees to be productive during the night, which is pretty important because I'm tired of sleeping during the day. So I might go ahead and get all of my alvearies in a very consistent approach. So I put the lighting there. And the other one that I created was a rain shield. Anytime that it's raining, this rain shield will continue to allow the alveary to be productive. So that gets rid of nighttime and rain. So these bees can basically operate 24/7, which is very nice. So I am going to probably put all of those as a standard build in my apiaries, or alvearies I should say. Alright, so we got the refined circuit board, and we have an electrical stimulator. And let's go ahead and run upstairs and see what we can do about this. Probably go ahead and place that guy right there. And let's make sure that this forms back up. Put our bees back in. There we go. Cool. And I should be able to take out the frame housing, but before we can do that, I need to probably hook electricity up to it. There was the other block that we saw before. If we look at the alveary, from Extra Bees, we have the alveary transmission. So any block that requires RF, such as maybe the fan or the heater or anything like that, you would have to have power to each of these. But if you were to have an alveary transmission, you can put power just on this block, and it will be able to provide power to any of the other powered blocks in the alveary, which is pretty nice. There we go. Alright, so now with this one, I need to look in the user interface, and you can see that we have different circuit boards to be able to do this. And right now we don't have any circuit board. So let's take a look at circuit, and we have basic circuit board, enhanced, refined, intricate, integrated. That one's for genetics, so it's probably going to be one of these, I believe. Not entirely sure. I think I need the diamond one. Which one's the diamond one? Do we not have a diamond one? I am not entirely sure how this works. Oh, I am not entirely sure. Let's run in here real quick and let's see if we can figure this out. This was the golden electron tube. I'm wondering... Oh. Apparently I should have created the other one because this is increasing mutation. If I were using like the diamantine or whatever, this is increasing the production by 150%. So I probably should have used the diamantine in my recipe here. So let's go ahead and grab a couple of refined circuits again. Let's create another one of these real quick. And I need another alveary block. Fortunately, I don't have enough royal jelly to create anymore. So let's go ahead and steal from this other one that's not even formed yet. There we go. Let's see if we can go ahead and... Oh, I guess I already had one in my inventory. That's fine. There's one. I need another. Come on. A little bit faster, please. What is the recipe for those? That should be pretty close to done by now. Looks like it's still crafting it. Come on. Taking forever. There we go. And I'm assuming that this will go ahead and create it too. No, it doesn't. Well, I think I'm going to need a soldering iron, and that's going to be in a carpenter. With some bronze. Do I have a carpenter? Let me run to the other building real quick. That's going to be processing. Let's go ahead and grab some bronze and some iron. 1, 2, 3. I think it was 3 or 4. Can't remember. And I think this one uses water. This is the makeshift one that I was doing before. But I should be able to craft this up. Oops, not like that, but like that? No. Soldering iron. Oh, just had the recipe wrong. There we go. So let's go ahead and craft one of these up. I don't know if this is the way to do it or not, because I read on the wiki something about a soldering iron. There we go. Let's run back over to the bees. And let's go ahead and grab one of these. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Am I supposed to right click it here? Oh, here we go. So diamantine tube. Don't really know what circuit needs to be in here. It doesn't really say in the wiki. Well, let me figure that out, and I will be right back. Alright, I think I have figured this out. So if I shift right click the soldering iron, I went ahead and created one of each, but I'm going to go ahead and layout mismatch. Put a basic circuit board in there, maybe? See, this is for the... Oh, here we go. Electrical stimulator. Oh. Basic circuit board increases production by 150%. Okay. Can I do this on like the enhanced? I don't know if these are in any particular order. Refined, enhanced, intricate. Let's try an intricate. Diamantine. Throw that in there. Oh wait, it's back on managed farm. There we go. HV stimulus 4. Layout mismatch. What does that mean? What if I put this in there? It doesn't show anything. I think I just lost my my diamantine. So I think basic circuit board, I can only have one item, but I might be able to put multiples in like the intricate. I am not entirely sure because it does look like I have extra slots, so I could possibly change this to be like the stimulus for the production. So let me... Ooh, that might be interesting. Let me grab 4 of these guys. And if I were to do this, I think the maximum is 1000%. So if I put the intricate in there, change this to electrical stimulator, and put these in there. Yes! Nice. All right. Let me see if this will actually work. So if I put this guy right here, is this going to increase my productivity? I can't tell. But as you can see, though, it is nighttime, and this is continuing to work. It doesn't have that little message that it's nighttime, which is pretty cool, and that's what the lighting block... Whoa! Yes, that does look like it's increased productivity. I see 2 combs and 2 royal jelly. So let's see how much we got. Nice. So that does significantly improve the productivity of this guy, which is going to be very helpful in creating more of these scented panels. The princess did die, or the queen did die over here, so I do have the princess. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one real quick. And let's throw this guy in here. I know that this is going to have a chance of losing some of my stuff, unfortunately, because this has a shortened lifespan, slower production, slow pollination, jungle, 2 fertility, territory, that's fine. But if I take a look at this one, which I bred from the larvae, this one has the 555. So does that. I guess I already had that anyways. So it's really not terrible. I think the only things change are like the flower type and the lifespan. But I'm going to go ahead and throw these two together and see what comes out of it. And all I need to do really is, yeah, it's daytime or nighttime. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night. Allow this guy to actually start working up. And I am going to change the transporter just like that. That way it cycles back through. And let's hope that this will actually work and convert it, because it looks like I lost the flower type to jungle, unfortunately. Let's just keep an eye on it. Let's hope for the best. But I think that's going to essentially do everything for the genetic side. So now it's just a matter of getting more of these alvearies out here so that we can get quite a bit of bee production and all of the different things, because with bees there are a lot of things that you can do, such as the diamond bee, and they are able to produce these diamond combs, which the diamond combs are able to create diamond fragments, and 9 of those can create diamonds. So if you wanted to, in your world, use bees for all of your stuff rather than crops, you do have that ability, unlike what we have now, where you basically started out with all the crops instead of bees. But I think this is a pretty good start for doing that kind of stuff. So let me pause it right here and wait for a couple of cycles on this bee and see if this actually worked for us. Might actually throw in some of these chocolate frames so that it'll kill them off a little bit faster, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, I am back, and it does look like the queen died off, and it looks like this has the active role of all of this stuff, which is the flowers, things like that. But it does have the inactive side, so I probably need to figure out from here which one I want to do, and I don't think the drones are much different, so I'm just gonna let this rotate and hope for the best. I don't know, it's kind of one of those weird things. I kind of wish the larvae actually produced a princess. That would have been so much better for me, because of the fact that we end up losing traits. That kind of stinks. What's the point of having the traits like that? But it does look like I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap up. The production over here is just crazy. I already have 17, and it's only been a few minutes since I recorded last. But this is going to significantly improve the amount of royal jelly and everything that I'm going to get. And fortunately, I was able to create the last alveary block, and now I have a second alveary for myself. And I'm going to keep the imperial over here and go ahead and put an industrial or industrious bee in the other one. So let's go ahead and do that. Industrious, industrious. I guess there's multiples of those. So I should be able to throw that in there, and you. And it's a hostile environment, probably because this is a desert. So that might mean, before we wrap it up for today, I'm assuming that's because it's hot in there? What is the temperature? It's hot and arid. It's hot, so I probably need a fan. So let's go ahead and produce a fan. Might as well. So let's go ahead and throw these in there. Let's create another alveary block. You right there. And a fan. Alveary fan. There we go. But obviously this is going to require one of these transmissions. So let's go ahead and grab, I think it was a 10 gear alveary fan. Fan. Or wait. No, it was the transmission that I needed. 10 gears. Gear. Doesn't look like I have any. How do I create a 10 gear? That is just stone gears. Ugh. Do I not have the ability to create these? Gear. Don't have any sticks. Apparently I need to create some of these in the AE system for auto crafting. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and create a few of those and create a few of those. Oops. Just like that. And some tin, and that is going to be in the AE system. There we go. Let's go ahead and convert all of those and surround another aviary block. I don't want to lose my hatchery, but I don't really need the frame housing. Ugh. I was hoping that I could reuse that one. Do I have any? Yeah, I do. I got enough to create another one right here. Alveary block. Thank you very much. And the gears. Cool. And that creates a little transmission, and this is going to be needed, just as I mentioned before, to power multiple devices. So let's go ahead and replace this guy with that. So this should be receiving power, and it is. I can see it on Wayla up here, and I should be able to throw in the electrical stimulator right there, and that'll be able to work. Might want to put it down here so that I can access it. And the fan, I don't know if this has a user interface. Let's go ahead and throw it just like that. Let's wait for it to form. A little bit faster, please. Well, it doesn't look like it does anything, but we can see the temperature going down a little bit. That really wasn't that much. Am I going to have to create multiple fans? Looks like it. Let's go ahead and run downstairs and let's create a couple more fans. This is pretty simple. What did I just do? That was not the fan. Alveary fan, please use this one, because this one allows you to use others. Can I just use these? Ah, no. I'm going to be using those later, but it does look like I need to create some more alveary blocks, but you kind of get the point. It does decrease the temperature, and they stack, so if you have multiple fans in the alveary, it'll be able to do something with it. But it does look like I'm going to have to bring down the temperature quite a bit, because this one doesn't actually have, well, you know what? I do have the brand new bee over here. I could use this because of the fact that it has the temperature and humidity as both 5, and as long as we don't lose that, we should be fine. Let me just double check the queen here and see what it has. Yeah, these are zeros, so I might go ahead and use this. That's an imperial. That's not an industrial. Never mind. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and create some fans. Might go through this entire process again to see if I can create an industrious bee that has the humidity and tolerance to 5, but we'll see. But I do need to wrap it up for today. I really hope that you enjoyed the episode. If you could, rate and comment down below. It would be extremely appreciated. And also, if you like the series, please hit that subscribe button. But for now, this is goodbye.